Welcome to class. Today we are looking at how to factorize quadratic expressions in two variables. So you can check our last video to see how to factorize quadratic expressions in one variable. So today the emphasis on the word two variables. Two variables. So the form is ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared. So I want to see how to factorize something like this. X squared plus 4xy minus 5y squared, something like this. Y squared plus 2yz plus z squared, something like this. 4x squared minus 19y plus 12y squared in the space of 1 minute. So mind you, we are looking at the shortcut approach. So to start with, let's be reminded that the form of quadratic expressions in two variables is given by ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared. The two variables is they are your x and y, and you have two square variables, x squared and y squared. That's what makes it two variables. So let's move on to case 1. Case 1 is when a is equals to 1. Don't forget the form. The form is ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared. So if our a is 1 here, I'll end up having 1x squared plus bxy plus cs squared. So when you have this kind of case, this kind of example, how will you factorize it? This kind of example follow this case. X squared plus 4xy minus 5y squared. An example of this kind of case. Look at the steps on the screen. Get two numbers P and Q whose product is C, and also find their sum whose sum is B. Look at the factors form. Look at the factors form S plus PY, S plus QY. So the Y is second variable. So let's start straight away. If I compare this with my initial form, AX squared plus BXY plus CY squared. Our A is 1, as I have said before. Our B is plus 4. Then our C is minus 5. So let's get AC. Our AC here will be 1 times minus 5, which is minus 5. So we are going to look for the product of C. Product of C. Product of C in this case is minus 5. And look for sum of B, which is plus 4. So you think of two numbers that when you multiply them together, you get minus 5, and when you add them together, you get plus 4. Such numbers are plus 5 and minus 1. Let's check it. Plus 5 times minus 1. That will give us minus 5. So the product is correct. Let's check the sum. Plus 5 plus minus 1. That will give us plus 5 minus 1. That gives us plus 4. So our P and Q in this case is they are plus 5 and minus 1. What's the next step? Write the factor form x plus py, x plus qy. So don't forget that we have x squared here. So just open a bracket. X, x. What are the P and Q now? Plus 5 and minus 1. Don't forget the second variable. What is the second variable here? Y. So you put it y, y. So final answer is x plus 5y, x minus y. That is how to factorize this. So that means if you expand this, you want to get this answer back. So you can do that on your own to see if you are right or wrong. So in the space of 1 minute, you are done factorizing. So let's look at another example. Look at this y squared plus 2yz plus z squared. So the two variables here are y and z. So the form here is like this: ay squared plus byz plus cz squared. Forget that the two variables y and z, we also have their square variable at the beginning and at the end. So our coefficient of y squared here is 1. Coefficient of our b here, okay, that means our a is 1, our b is plus 2, then our c is an invisible one here, so our c is plus 1. So I'll look for products of c, product of c, which is plus 1. You can also say product of AC. You find your AC will still be 1 times 1, so which is still plus 1. So you can say product of C or you can say product of AC. Then sum of B is plus 2. So you think of two numbers that when you multiply them together, you get plus 1. And when you add them together, you get plus 2. That kind of number is plus 1 and plus 2. Let's check. Plus 1 times plus 1. I'll get plus 1. Let's check the addition. Plus 1 plus 1. I don't get plus 2. So I've got my P and Q. Don't forget the second step, where the factor 4. I have y squared here, so I will have y. What are the P and Q? Plus 1, plus 1. What's our second variable? Our second variable is what? Z, so we had it. Z, Z. So that's more like y plus Z, y plus Z. So if you factorize this, if you expand this, you get this. So there you have it. Let's move on to the next example. The next case is when your A is not equals to 1. When A is not equals to 1, look at this. That's that our A here is 3. So if your A is not equals to 1, that means your A can be 3, can be 2, can be this. So what do? The same process, you find the product of AC, sum of B. The other time you find the product of C. So now you are going to find the product of AC. So let's start it straight away. So let's for the form. This is like AX squared plus BXY plus CY squared. The two variables are X and Y. So in this case, our A is 3, our B is plus 2, our C is minus 1. It's an invisible one here, minus 1. So our AC will be 3 times minus 1, which is minus 3. So here we'll find products of AC, which is minus 3, sum of B, which is plus 2. So you think of two numbers that when you multiply, you get minus 3, and when you add them together, you get plus 2. Such numbers are plus 3 and minus 1. Let's check. Plus 3, let's find the product. Plus 3 times minus 1 you give me minus 3, which is correct. Let's check the sum. Plus 3 plus minus 1, which will give me plus 2. So what we do from here, you add the factor. So that means our P and Q are plus 3 minus 1. So you write the factors from these are our P and Q now. So what is the factor from? AS plus PY. So there's a difference there. So here I have a factor form is AS plus PY, AS plus QY. So since I have 3x squared here, so you just open a bracket. You write 3x, close the bracket, open another bracket, 3x, close bracket. So what are the P and Q? Plus 3, then minus 1. Don't forget the second variable. Our second variable is y. So plus 3y minus 1y. So you find the LCM for 3 and 3 here. So the HCF. What is the highest common factor that can go between 3 and 3 here? It's 3 obviously. So that will give us 3x over 3 plus 3y over 3 bracket 3. What's the HCF of 3 and 1? It's actually 1. So that will remain the same. So that will be 3x minus y. Our final answer here will now become x plus 3y x minus y. So that gives us the answer. That gives us the answer. So our answer there will be what? Oh, sorry, that our final answer will be x plus y. 3 is not there. X plus y, two brackets, 3x minus y. X plus y into brackets, 3x minus y. And that gives us the final answer there. So this is wrong. Follow me. So let's look at example 4. Example 4, we have 4x squared minus 19xy plus 12y squared. So forget the form. Ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared. So our A is 4, our B is minus 19, then our C is plus 12. So you get your AC. Our AC is 4 times plus 12. That gives us plus 48. So I have product of AC, that is product of plus 48, and sum of B, that's minus 19. So I'll think of two numbers that when I multiply them together, I get plus 48. And when I add them together, I get minus 19. So such numbers are minus 16 and minus 3. You may want to argue that 12 times 4 will also give you 48. But there's no how you manipulate 12 and 4 that will give you 19 when you add them together. So the only one that will go there is minus 16 and minus 16 and 3. So just start changing the signs. So that gives us minus 16 minus 3. So let's check the multiplication. So that's like minus 16 times minus 3. That will give me plus 48. This is correct. Here I also have the minus 16 plus minus 3. That gives us minus 19. So by the factors form, I have 4x. Since I have 4x squared, so I have 4x, 4x. Put the P and Q. What are the P and Q now? I have minus 16 minus 3. Don't forget the second variable. What is the second variable now? Y. So I have y, y. So find the HCF of 4 and 16. The HCF of 4 and 16 is actually 4. So this will be 4x over 4 minus 16 over 4y. What's the HCF of 4 and 3? That's like 1. So that remains the same. 4x minus 3y. So our final answer will be what? This cancel this. So I'll be left with x minus 4 in 16, that will be 4 minus 4y. Okay, this is made where it is 4x minus 3y. So that's the end of our class for today. So in the space of 1 minute, 2 minutes, you'll be able to factorize quadratic expressions in two variables, and you can use it to solve some other questions that you want to do. So that's the end of our video for today.